Join the legendary Force MDs in the morning, along with Dr. Pebbly Pooh, the first female hip-hop soloist, in the mornings on the Force MDs Morning Show, featuring Dr. Pebbly Pooh, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live on Facebook or on Uni TV and radio on the Force MDs page.
Oh, here we go. Yo, what up?
Peace.
Hey!
Trying to get the sun glare off.
Yes, indeed. Peace, my brother. Proton,
All
electrons, and
Always
atoms create
cause
energy.
Yeah, that's
Protons,
right.
electrons, and atoms create energy. Proper
Yeah.
education always correct errors.
God.
Always
The
corrects
law
errors.
children all day. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Indubitably.
And do
Indubitably. What's going on, good brother?
and man, you know, it's out on the early grind. You know how we do it early in the morning.
Yeah.
Is that the sunlight?
Huh? No, you
Is that the sunlight, right? That's sunlight on me.
No,
you look good. You look good here.
Oh, okay. I thought it was glaring up or something.
Yeah.
No.
What's the word?
Somebody just put on there Killer Hill. Put on there
Killer Hill.
Man,
Nice. In the building. That's right. Staten Island.
Hey, Cap, man, we have been so excited to have you on here, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out, man. Listen,
I appreciate it.
We got a rule on the show, bro. Just to keep it real. If Pebbly say something funny, we ask everybody, don't laugh, B. You know what I mean? Don't laugh, because she get a little out of hand. You know, the little bronze fever go through it. She get out of hand.
He's just a little jealous. He's jealous.
Hey, jealous, huh?
Hey, Cap, I'm gonna tell you something funny, Cap. Me and my man Shaheed from Stapleton, but he's in Atlanta and whatnot. Man was talking yesterday because you know he's a writer and stuff now since he's been home. He's been writing and stuff, and we talking yesterday, and he was spitting the Winter War rhyme. I'm like, I'm just saying, this man is 60 years old, no 60 plus tax.
Wow.
60 plus tax. You know what I mean? And he's spitting the Winter War. I said, oh shoot. But I'm saying it to say, when you first slapped everybody in the neck with that, man, it was just like for hip hop. That's, you know, I'm saying for hip hop itself, it was just like people just seeing the power of lyrical arsenal coming back to back. And keep in mind, it was a lot of people rapping, but you know, everybody got different styles of that was like arsenal. Just like, you know, just like I got so much in me, I could just end the world like Putin in the United States. You know what I'm saying? I can keep it going, you know?
Khalil. You know, like when he touched the mic, can you please show the memes with the little boy, had the girls was like humping the wall? Can you please show him that, please?
What happened?
No, what she's saying was when y'all did the ice cream joint, in the background, they was just doing the adults was doing their thing, but this little dude right here, he go back a couple of light years. This is Pebbly's old boyfriend from back in the days, dog. You know what I mean? Pebbly old boyfriend.
Wow.
He was
doing it. He got it too.
You know all the words to ice cream right now. Right?
That was crazy.
All the words.
That was crazy. Wow. How old is he now?
No, hold up. We can ask him. How old are you now?
Yo, that was wow. Yo, you know that was my first video I ever done.
Yeah, the ice cream joint?
It was the first video I ever done. So, you know, I didn't want to do the video because I didn't know how the crowd was gonna accept me. Meth and them was already in the game. That was my first song in my introduction into Wu-Tang. So that dance I did was more like I didn't plan to do that. It was like my body was just it was an out of body experience for me, man. I never did that before. I didn't know what it was. Like I didn't know till I seen it later, that it was some kind of, some kind of metaphorical dance that went well with the ice cream song,
Yeah, no, that shit was.
Hey, Cap, you gotta know this, Cap. Come on, man. Your answer running your family, your brother Sham God, that was the hustle king back in the days, but he was
Right.
the hustle king.
That's right. Uh-huh. He was the hustle king at the block parties, man. And you know what? I used to watch him do the hustle all the time. Shout out to Sham God, Staten Island. I used to watch him do the hustle all the time, and I still don't know how to do that shit, man. That's what I never been able to like coordinate the moves. Like I could do the 6-step a little bit,
Right.
but I can't coordinate those hustle moves, man. I guess when you got it, you just got it.
Only people with little feet. Only people with little feet can do the hustle.
I guess that's what it is, cause word. But that was one of the illest, dances, and it did inspire me though to want to dance harder and get my groove on at the parties. Dancing and rapping has always been part of the culture.
Yes.
It's been part of the R&B culture. It's been part of the hip hop culture, and the foundation of it is that it's part of our African culture.
That's a fact. Yes. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So big up to all of the successful dancers out there and those who take pride in their work and love to dance. I still love to dance. We just did a show, a reggae fest in LA, about two or 3 weeks ago. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Come on, you already know. We always moonwalking.
Oh yeah,
Especially Jesse. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's right. That's right. And Stevie D was the best. I seen him do the moonwalk on the roof of the Plaza one Park Hill day. On the roof of the Plaza, Park Hill day. Killing it. Killing it. Yes.
Remember that shit, Cap?
I remember that.
Oh.
You was the illest. I think you the one who taught Mo. Big shout out to Mo. You know what I'm saying? Mo Dale.
Yeah.
Modell.
Cap.
Modell.
I don't know if you know, Pat. No, go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said, with the hustle, remember Dave Smith? Dave Smith was a little hustler nigga too, doing the hustle.
That's right. That's right. He was nice, and he was nice with the mittens. But Quick Carl was a hustle kid too.
Oh!
Uh-huh. Rest in peace, Quick Carl.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's right. Great. That was Grace. That was Grace, brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Grace.
Wow.
Brooklyn and all that. That's right, man. We had none but the best.
Yeah.
The best came out of Staten Island, man.
I don't know if you remember this. Like when Lovers of Messages to be on Dave Smith, with the guard Rashawn and a few other guards was grabbing the mic. But I remember one day,
that's right.
I'll never forget this one day, God. They had a party in Port Richmond, and I went there. You know what I mean? Dave, Dave frisks you checking your pockets at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's what I was about to say.
Checking your pockets at the same time. He knew my Uncle Turk. He said, "Yo, get out of here, little turkey." I'm like, "Oh shoot!" But he got on the mic. He got on the mic. Wow. Cap, he said, it goes like this. I see a little black man trying to hypnotize me. She was dressed like a tramp, dressed like a bum. She started to steal my bubble gum. They boo. I said, what the fuck did they just say?
Yo, that's crazy. That's one of my skits on the Black is Beautiful album when I said the ladies love Dawn because I keep that bubble gum.
Oh,
I keep a lot of bubble gum. They used to call it bubble yum.
Bubble yum.
Yep, bubble yum. Yeah.
Yo, Cap. We got a guy out here. He's a Nick hater. He says that Stevie made you wear that Nick hat.
Nah, I'm a hardcore Nick fan. I'm a hardcore Nick fan. He know that. He know that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a New York thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can hate on the players, but you can't change the game.
That's right.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
right.
whoa, whoa.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
We always
That
gonna
was
be in the
good. That was
game.
good.
That's right. That's why we still here right now, shining. You know what I'm saying? So when you see them colors, yeah, you just look at that as a flag, man, and salute when you see that, homie.
What you gotta take down, Warren?
I shouldn't have said that, Cap. You're right. I fucked up, man.
That's right. That's right.
Cat, man, listen. It's being it's being the OGs from Staten Island, who set it off, as being Force C's, Force D's, and all that, man. Yo, man, when I can't express, man, how proud we are, man.
He froze up. He's so proud he froze up.
Toby!
Yo, man, yo. If it wasn't for y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have had that inspiration to keep doing what we doing, man. And you know, the inspiration also to look up to the brothers that was before us, because, you know, the times change and the generations change, but in our time, it was honorable for us to look up to the brothers before us.
Right.
And y'all did a lot of positive things for the culture and for the game, and it led us on a better direction in life, and it gave us other things to look forward to besides just, you know, running the street acting like a fool. You know what I'm saying? We was educated from my brothers. We got, like you said, we learned how to dance. We learned how to slap box. We learned knowledge of self. We learned how to rhyme, make beats, and more so just how to be unified.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
It take a force to make the MDs.
There you go.
Right.
Look, that was kind of slick. That was kind of slick, Cap. That was kind of slick.
Hey, let me say this, man. You know, when you see a group of young black men come together, and the good thing was, you know, everybody had knowledge of self, which to me that kind of creates kind of like an identity and give everybody like a purpose. You know what I mean? And being able to communicate and build with each other to create a goal and a plan and execute it and see it work, and for see cats from the hood, from the projects that we know become like world icons and superstars because of a plan and the blueprint they committed to and executed is no example you can give better than that. That you can come together.
That's right.
The plan, and you can manifest it, and you can see your greatness through your manifestation of you being committed to your craft and just a plan. You know, as time go on, different things may go in other different directions, but the synergy of purely coming together and focusing on something and making something materialize. Everybody, the world witnessed it right in front of our eyes, and not only that, you know, it's like out of all the groups, I'm talking about like groups. I'm like groups in hip hop. The Wu is the biggest group.
That's right. That's right.
If I got boogers in my nose,
to this day.
If I got boogers in my nose, let me see them. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
you got to hold your head back a little further. Just hold your head back.
Be careful.
Yeah, you know, the knowledge, Lord, it catapulted our purpose, man, and you know, knowledge is good to have, but it's even better being utilized.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I always tell the brothers, man, and you know, in today's time that, you know, the success comes from the strength of coming together, bringing all that knowledge together. That's how you build. If you bring a brick and I bring a brick and he bring a brick and he bring a brick, then we can establish a pyramid. You know what I mean? And that's what mystifies the people to this day, because they don't understand how the pyramid was built.
Right. That's right.
They don't know how we was able to move those kind of rocks. We didn't have the all of the tools that was necessary at that time. But the little bit that we did have, and bringing it together was enough for us to put the bricks on top of each other and climb to the top.
Yeah,
Yes.
and making it a monument and a something that the world to today is still mystified about how it was done with not the technology that the world got today, but it was done because mine was over matter and matter did mine. But yeah, Steve.
Nah. My man, sweat. My man just joined in. Sweat. What's up, baby? Yeah, man. Yo,
All
man.
right, peace to Sweat.
Yeah. And I gotta say this, Cap. Not only the the impact y'all made, man. That goddamn Wu symbol is so huge around the
Around
iconic
the
around.
world.
I
Yes.
besides like Rolling Stone symbol and some Run DMC, y'all shit is up there in the top 5 right now, man.
But Steve, let me say this. Look, when I
say it's number one.
No, but hold on. Let me say this, Cap, because Cap. When I came up with the symbol, right, I was kind of like sleep. I was in a deep sleep and shit. You know what I mean? And I was built with Cap like a week before that. And we spoke about, how because we kept seeing the karate flicks, we kept seeing cats do it like this at the party, and it was like I don't know when I was asleep in my mind, I said, "Yo, I see a W." I called Cap. I said, "Yo, Cap, did you see it?" He said, "I see a W." He said, "You see it?" I said, "Woo, you see it?" And yo, you got it now, baby.
Big up to Allah Mathematics. You know what I'm saying? He the one that created the W and drew it up into its entirety. So that it would be something that would stand out and something that would represent us as a whole. To me, the W stand for we. It stands for we, and Wu is just another word for we. It's the sound that the sword makes when you swing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a sharp presence of the knowledge that we bring to the table that enabled us to be successful. Wu-Tang, when you break it down, it's witty, unpredictable talent and natural gain.
Wow.
See? And it goes back to, again, the lack of utensils that we had in our time. Even as a Black people in our culture, we was deprived and oppressed of a lot of things. There was times we wasn't allowed to vote. There was times we wasn't allowed to read.
Right,
We wasn't allowed to drink from the same water fountains. So all of these oppressions and stipulations that held us, that was attempting to hold us back, we overcame those things.
Yeah.
And we always figured out a way to improve our self-being. And in order to do that, we had to dig internally. See, knowledge comes from within.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, knowledge is internal, and then we spread the word. In the beginning, the word was with God, and God saw that the word was good, and then the word became flesh.
That's right.
Okay,
You understand?
Let me find out, Cap. Let me find out.
Yeah, so we the living testament, man, of Allah's children. Allah's great ones. That and all Allah is all. The root word of Allah is all.
Yes.
Arm a leg, arm a head. I'm with you.
That's right. It's the completion. See, all of us together make the body. All of us together make the body. Arm, leg, arm, a head. That's what you said. So the root word is all. So all in all, we're going to continue to win if we continue with the same method that got us where we are today. Sometimes, and there ain't nothing wrong with a replacement.
Right.
Because there's new talent coming up. The knowledge is infinite. There's no beginning nor end to the knowledge.
Right.
So you can always add on a new player. That's how Shaq and Kobe came. Before it was Jordan and Pippen.
That's right.
Know what I'm saying? But we the same. We A alike, B alike, C alike. And when we unite, and it's nothing but light.
Wow.
I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah.
Well said. Hey, yo, you know what? I remember Allah Master Man, because I was living in Medina for a while, and I remember he used to rhyme backwards. You remember that?
Nah, I met Allah mathematics in like 90, 98. But Allah, when I met up with Allah, he was living in Queens.
Yeah,
He from Southside. He from 40 Projects and all of that.
Yeah, because I know him from, it was a cat. What's his name? I forgot his name. From Queens. But who you call Allah Mathematic? He was rhyming backwards. But I think he was doing beats for this cat. But the cat passed away. You know what I mean? On some crazy fellow offense shit. But yeah, but that's when I first met him. I met him like a few times. But then Jizza and ODB, they used to be up in Monroe. I used to see them all the time. They used to come down where I was at, and you know that's when ODB was doing the beatbox and Jizza would rap and stuff like that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, Justice A song and whatnot. Yeah.
And I met Jizza through Scotty Waddy.
Scotty Waddy!
Oh. I met Jizza through Scotty Waddy. He brought him to a block party at PS 57. And I was already a Scotty Waddy fan. Scotty Waddy was the best on the island to me.
Yeah.
In his prime.
Yeah.
Like he just had his cliches and the stuff he used to say what was incredible. He made a lot of references to God, and I put God first in everything I do. So yeah, that definitely attracted me automatically. So he's one of the individuals. He was from the TBB, which was the Bliff Brothers. Wow. With Pee Wee B the Mellow. Pee Wee B and Silk Ski, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And I used to say his rhymes at first.
Yeah.
But that's what gave me my intellectual on the rhymes tip. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for that. Big shout out to Scotty Waddy. He do a lot of work with You God. And yeah, man, thanks for the brothers like that paved the way. The Disco Tizers.
Yeah, Disco
Tizers. Oh man.
You know, we lived in the same building, 180 Park Hill.
Yeah.
They lived on the 6th floor, and we lived on the 2nd floor. And they used to come out. You know, I used to always wonder how they had so much juice to be able to come out and just set up their equipment anywhere, like in the front of the building, in the grass, over the fence, on the side of the building, in the back of the building. I used to be like, wow, that was amazing to me. And you know, that contribution, you know, it gave us our soul, man. It gave us our soul, and it gave us a good sense of culture to go ahead and carry out what we're doing today, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's blessed.
Hey, Cap,
and of course, along with Dr. Rock and the Force MCs, y'all was the Force MCs before y'all was the Force MDs.
Yeah, yeah.
And y'all had routines and talents that I could never mimic to this day. You know what I mean? That's how deep your science was, man. But it definitely helped to catapult, you know, the Wu-Tang Clan. And it helped us to come together, man. It gave us something to look forward to. And that's why, you know, when we started doing our music and albums, we came looking for y'all. Y'all ain't have to look for us.
Bro. We on it, man. We are the G.O.D. We came to ride the sky.
Heck yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, you crazy. Yo, did we ever do a video for that?
Nah, it was a cartoon video.
Oh man, yo, that's the one thing I don't like about the cartoon stuff. Nah, man, we work too hard to be considered a cartoon. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to do that again, man. I want to do it again and live with us, man.
Yeah. I you know, something's Cap, when we was just in Staten Island at the thing they did in Staten Island. When I was hoping that Ghost would say, hey, y'all, since I got the Force right here, let's do that Daytona 500 shit while we here all together. It would have been dope.
Yeah, man, we need to do a video for that, you Lord. I'm telling you, man, throw on some fly sweatsuits, throw on something nice, some suits, New Edition style, however we got to do it, and pop that shit off, Lord.
Hey, yo.
Word, man.
Okay,
Real
see,
quick, this really bring me back, my dude. The rec rooms in Park Hill, bro. You know it was, right? That gave all the parties the little rec rooms downstairs. That's what.
The rec rooms was these little these rooms that we had in the lobbies of our building. On the other side of the laundromat, they were empty rooms that the elders used to come and they used to sometimes do little parties. They used to play bingo in there, or have community meetings, and sometimes they used to rent them out and let the DJs go in there and have parties at night. And at that time, it was hard for us to get in there. You needed clientele. You had to have the juice. You had to have the juice. You know what I
mean? hey, yo, real quick. Hey, you know this is Beverly Pooh, right?
Beverly Pooh, right.
Yeah. The first female soloist. The record, remember, na.
Yeah. I heard her talking about I watched her interview when she was like, yo, Master P, you know you bit that. you know you bit that off of them. And I was like, yeah. Same thing over here, Mr. P. Don't. You could say, that was crazy what you said, where he said he got it from. He was like, oh, because I was like, and then I was like, nah. I was like, what? What the hell? Come on, bro. You might as well. Nah, man.
Nah, we're not buying that. We're not buying that, man. Yo, keep it moving, bro. Keep it moving, bro.
Yo, Pep, I'm sure everybody know the deal.
Yo,
they know the deal.
You know what's so crazy is that when we sat down for like 2 hours, and I was looking at him, I was like, yo, I hear you. Ain't nobody gonna believe that shit. I just want you to know that right now.
I watched it, and I didn't believe it while I was watching it.
Right,
I was like, oh, hell no. He all you had to do is just say, yo, you know what? You right, man. Let me take out my checkbook. Here you go. Here go a few.
A couple down. You know what he said? He was like, you my new best friend. I was like, yeah, here we go. He was like, I'm gonna put you in my movie about my life. I said, yeah. What part am I going to play? And it'll probably be
the part where he said,
Yo, I kid you not, every time I hear that playing somewhere, it make me cringe, but I know that me and him talk. You know what I'm saying? It just makes me cringe. And there's a lot of people that don't know that that's our record. It's a lot of people that don't know. And I'm like, oh my God.
But I think you definitely cleared it up on that interview, because a lot of people seen it. I don't even know how old it was, but I was strolling through, and the fact that it's still there means that it's still relevant. So people seeing it. I seen it, and that had to be about maybe a month or two ago.
Okay.
Wow.
A month or two. So when did you do that interview anyway?
It was like 2016.
See, that shit is still up circulating. So you got that shit got to be at a couple of million views now.
Hey,
pull it up and tag that shit. Word up.
Yeah.
Hey, Cap, let me ask you something. So, I know it's a lot of groups that travel and and got recognition worldwide. And like I said, like Steve was saying, like the Wu symbol worldwide, it's like it's equal to most of the big corporate 500 logos. The brand it's just as powerful as that. But how is it?
That's just like the Apple logo right now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, you're right. No, you're right. And it's like,
word.
How and I know I don't know, it was this year, last year. I know you guys did another tour around the country, stuff like that. Was it this year or last year?
That was a couple of years ago, before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic. So give the audience an insight on what it's like, going from country to country, people, responding to your music and the cultures that, you witnessed, and what's kind of stuck out in your mind, stuck out in those experiences?
What sticks out to me the most, and this is without me, holding back, is the fact that when we came into the game, we came in as the God Squad. You know what I mean? So we was really heavy in the math, and we spoke a lot about oppression, and we referred to our former slave masters as devils.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And today, a lot of the majority of our fans is Caucasian and from the European descent. And to me, it was kind of mind-boggling at first, because I think that the truth stands alone.
Mm.
And although we had a strong presence of intellectual blackness, that it didn't deteriorate the European fans from gravitating toward the truth.
Mm.
Mm.
That right there, it to me, in the game of rap, you got EPMD, I mean, not EPMD, Public Enemy, and
Right.
brothers with strong consciousness like NWA, who are very forward in their bitterness toward slavery and oppression.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So to be accepted on that level, to me, I applaud the Europeans for having swallowed that pill that was the most horriblest pill to swallow.
Right.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And the acceptance of the black culture.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
or to narrow it down, the hip hop culture.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, because today my message is still the same, because I still see oppression. I don't want my European fans worldwide. We've been all over the world: Sweden, Germany, Russia,
Wow.
Switzerland. I've been to Tokyo, Japan. So I don't never want nobody to think that this is pointing a finger at any individual race. It's just a circumstance that we had to go through that made us the people and who we are today. And I like I said, I'm grateful for them accepting our truth and not being bitter because we have these emotions and these setbacks that still affect us today, that I still have to
Address.
mention a lot of things in the music,
Right.
Right.
because I
Right.
could never, to me, that's a pure sign of never forgetting where you come from. It ain't
real.
just about the hood. It's
Right.
about us as a people,
As a people.
as a culture,
Mm-hmm.
as Africans worldwide.
Yeah.
I did my ancestry chart
Right.
online. Come to find out, I'm 38% Nigerian and
Ah!
and 14% Mali.
Wow, Nigerian. That's
Yeah,
where
Yeah,
that.
so that
it's funny you said
I can-
Nigeria. I thought I seen you down there with the cabs and all. I thought I seen you there.
You beat me
I
to
said,
it.
that cab down there?
Kinda, you beat me to it. You beat me to it.
Yeah, I see.
you know what? I've been to Africa though. I've been to Johannesburg, South Africa. I've never been to West Africa yet, but I was grateful to go to Africa. And when I was on my way to go to Africa, I had this ideology in my mind that when I get there, first thing I'm gonna do is get off the plane and kiss the ground and embrace my my wedding with the motherland.
Mhm.
Right.
So I had this notion in my mind that there was going to be woods and grass and I was getting off somewhere, maybe at a dirt airport. Come to find out, it looked just like JFK, man.
Yo, say, Cat,
Wasn't no kissing of the ground. It was keep it moving. Get out of here. Go to your hotel. But it was definitely.
Let me add on. I went to Johannesburg and I went to Cape Town. Right.
Tell them how you got arrested. Tell them how you got arrested.
All right.
You got arrested.
No, you know, I was trying to tell my story. You know, and like you know, I need 1 second just to do this. You know, since I can't reach her, I just need to do this real quick. Yo, Cap. I went to Johannesburg and I went to Cape Town. What you just said, I had the same pretty much concept. I'm gonna go there. I'm like, I just can't wait to inhale, you know, in the air. You know, even though I took dirt back, I took sand back with me when I came back. I took dirt back. The beaches, look, I'm gonna say something. Y'all forgive me for saying this. Look, when we was in Cape Town at the beach, I was laying there in the beach, and I said to myself, damn, if I was these devils, I'd have took this shit too. Look, that's how beautiful the shit was. And not only that, yo, watch this, Cap. I went in Johannesburg, it's Robbins Island. I went to Robbins Island too. That's where Mandela was at. I was in his cell. Yo, look, I was in his cell. I was in Mandela's cell, baby Paul, in his cell. And I'm like, I said, yo, how this big ass nigga feet, him and he had 2 people in the cell. I'm like, I'm picturing him in the cell, another nigga feet, that nigga farting and all this shit. I'm like, what all this shit? He had to go out there.
That's real.
Salt rocks and shit, but just the power of the human spirit is just incomprehensible. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
And when you like what you said, when you go to Africa and you see, you know how it is modern and how it's like real cities, real skyscrapers and stuff like that, and you say like, God damn! I'm like, you know what we be seeing on TV or the perceptions that we've been given or just been instilled in our mind for generations. It somehow makes us like kind of like think that we always like have a
like
limited...
we less than what we are.
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, you see other cats come from Africa and even Jamaica, like they got another hunger and a drive than some of the cats that's been here now, because they know, you know, pertaining to knowing how to set up and structure and departmentalize different things and set up, you know, they cities, counties, they know how to do that. And it's like we just kind of get lost in a given shuffle where we at every now and then. You know what I mean? Right. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you know, the experience itself was enlightening because I went there with all my kids. I took all my kids there, so they was like able to see. You know, we went on the big mountains, and we, you know, like, yo, you know, just giving the concept like, yo, you know, anything is attainable. You know what I mean? You know, you can't let nothing block you. You got to be able to just, you know, put a plan together and execute, and just, you know, and live to your best ability, and just, you know, be happy, you know, to be alive, man. Because we went through a lot. And I want to tap on one more thing what you said about the lyrics. It is funny how when we speak from our experience and we speak the truths, and these truths hurt other people, and even hurt people in our community when we do harm amongst each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
That hurt from other nationalities, from the whole transatlantic slave trade to, you know, like the mass millions of people that just died due to slavery. That level of guilt is so powerful. It's like, you know, we can't even comprehend it on their level of understanding the nature in which they had to show to be the people who they are. You know what I'm trying to say? Right. So when you breaking the truth down to them, it's kind of letting them see that nature that they had, or, you know, or may still have. If, you know, we watching the Ukraine right now, how they playing the chess game right now, Ukraine and Russia and all that. But it's like that nature is something that we have to always be aware of, and we got to hopefully that they are aware that we're aware of it, and we got to be able to, as our own people, come together and be able to do things in our best interest, because we can't even say what we want to do 50 years from now to advance our culture and our nature. 50 years from now, what's our plan amongst ourselves to build what we're trying to build, so we can make ourselves self-sufficient in this whole universal play, or this whole earthly play that we in right now. You know what I'm trying to say? What we
Absolutely.
gonna do in our best interest. But yeah, it's definitely experiencing, and going back to the question I asked you about, the world and the people like Sweden and all that. They know what you're saying, but they looking at like, yo, hey man, he's telling the truth, bro. So, Wu-Tang.
That's right. That's right. That's
Cappadonna,
right.
come on, man, take a picture with me. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
He's the one that calls us the devils. It's him. Yeah, we down.
That's right. That's right. That was good, man. That was very well spoken. And I think where we at, as far as our 50-year internship, is that we should. I mean, we're just survivors now. Now we focus on survival, man, because there's so many stipulations and things that still hold us back. To me, I believe there's still white privilege out there, and I still feel like, the European culture from all levels, because of the color of their skin, still have certain advantages and benefits that limit us still today. Like when we go into corporate society, disregard how clean we look. They still look at the color of our skin and hold us back according to that. Now we have came very, very far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful for our advances. You know what I'm saying? But we also lost a lot of people just in the last couple of years. Before the pandemic, everything was about Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget.
That's right.
At this time in life, all the way at this time in life, we still got to make a campaign called Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Yeah. We still get the shortest month of the year is Black History Month. Why? Like, why did they pick February? Like, I'm saying.
You know what? I gotta say this. Let me say this to add on to what we talking about. At some point, he the most, show the most. You know what I mean? At some point, we have to kind of like, take the ball and run with it ourselves, because right now it's like, it's like you got two different mentalities, right? So you got the mentality of the warrior who prays for peace and prepares for war, and then you got just the person that just wants to be rough or just be aggressive and taking over. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that to say, us as a people, in my opinion, right now, it's like, to me, I said this for 20 something years. I don't think nobody is no super tough dude unless they willing to exercise that same energy in other areas. You know what I mean? Amongst other people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not just within their own community. If you don't got that energy, I don't look at you. When you say the feds, you running like you on the track team. I ain't looking at you like you that dude. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't that dude that's like, look, anybody that comes that violates this like that, it goes down. If you ain't that person, it's just like you just a person in the field ready to fight another person in the field. You ain't that warrior that stands up and represents the nation or got the nation's best interest in mind. And it's like, and that's what we need to raise up, that type of mentality. That mentality is like, we love everybody, we peace with everybody, but at the end of the day, regardless of where you from and where you come from and where you at, you cross this line, it's a rapperoni. You know what I mean?
That's
because
right.
He got a gun. He got 20. That's cute. That's cute. But I'm looking at the dudes like, oh, look, he ain't gonna do nothing. His energy don't extend over here. You know, his energy just extends in this circle here. I connect with the nigga who energy extends everywhere. It's like, because that's for having knowledge of self. You're like, look, if you're gonna go out, you got to really go out. That's the end of the day. You can't say, oh, right. I'll go out just because I hit my man. If you're gonna go out, you gotta go out. And I'm saying that mentality I see from us building amongst ourselves and being able to create you know what I mean, things that we can pretty much build and pass down to our children. That's, you know, how it said, for us and by us, in a way that we can, like, can set a foundation so we can have a degree of sovereignty amongst ourselves. And if we, you know, if we
to rid ourselves of that gangster mentality.
That's
rid
cute,
ourselves of the gangster mentality.
Real dude, the real mentality is like this. Word, you shot to you. Oh, your uncle was a gangster. That's cute. Right. Okay. Anyways,
you're a killer, but you be only killing black brothers.
Exactly. So like, don't tell me what your man did, your uncle did. Yeah, listen, my people move like this, nigga. We don't all that. That's cute. That's like, yeah. Right. Your man stuff. Yeah, but my people, we ain't programmed like that. We program boom, 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 and keep moving. We ain't programmed. We're not programmed like that. We like, yeah, you got to be 30 deep. You need to this. You need to war mother. It's like, and that's how. And look, and I'm gonna give you an example of that. The example is this. Look, when the C-Cipher power come, they come in like this, right or wrong.
That's right.
The father born eye, they come in like this, boom, 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 boom. They ain't coming. They coming. They coming how they coming. And if we ain't got that energy, we still building. We got to get to that energy, because right now, if you look globally, you get any African country, is no Navy, is no Marine. I mean, no, it's no what you call it, the underwater shit.
Marine.
The submarines. None of that. It's no airplanes. No like what I'm saying. So we still globally, you know what I'm saying, got ashy feet and you know, ashy ankles right now. You know what I mean? So we
and literally.
But all that.
Like, we did come a long way. We did come a long way, and I'm looking for, you know, now I want to see establishments, and this is when it goes back to, you know, all that favoritism and privilege shit that's been holding us back, because I don't understand now that we have brothers in millionaire and billionaire positions and different predicaments. Why is it now that we still don't have a mall? If you know, all the malls are owned by the Jews. It's like Abraham and Strauss, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Lord and Taylor, J.C. Penney. Those are all Jews, and it's been like that since the beginning of time, since I've known the malls.
Right.
So how is it, like, what does it take for Michael Jackson and Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey to come with this same mentality of a black mall where we have Patti LaBelle? Like, we can name the stores the same thing. Patti LaBelle, Marvin Gaye, whatever that is over there. They just names.
Yeah,
right.
We look at Bloomingdale as some kind of estate. It ain't nothing but a name. It's somebody's name. So instead of Macy's, we got Gracie's.
Yeah.
We got Dr. J's. It's like it's so many stores that orchestrate putting the mall together within the mall. It's so many stores that go into the mall. So now you got so many black establishments with their own clothing lines. Those are stores with music. You got the Beats headphones. Those are stores. How many? What does it take? What is the market price value of building a mall? That's mad jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
I'm doing headphones.
Yeah. See, to build a mall is just, the building of it is mad jobs. You need builders, bricklayers. You need electricians, plumbers. Mm-hmm. That's already mad jobs for black people. That's not including the stores yet. We didn't even get to that. Mm-hmm. So one mall would set us off. Like, imagine this. You know how we got our spots where we go shopping? Downtown Brooklyn, Fordham Road, 125th Street. Those are the three. Those are the three main spots. Chinatown used to be one of them. In Manhattan, where black people could go. Yo, you remember Delancey Street? Yeah, but where's our Delancey?
Yeah.
Right.
After all these years, we don't have a Delancey, and we the ones that's the main consumers of all of this shit.
Timberlands, all that shit, man. We
the number one consumers of the Timberland.
They don't even keep your feet warm.
Yo, I met these dudes. I met Timberland, Andy Timberland, and his brother. I bumped into him one day. I was downtown Brooklyn early. They in there looking at the store to see how we treat they boots. And I'm like, oh, swear, y'all the dudes that make Timberland. He's like, yeah, we made one for RZA one day. I'm talking to these dudes, and these dudes, they ain't even got no Timbs on. They wind up sending me, they wind up mailing me some Timbs. But the science is, Lord, Timberland is a work boot that we turned into a designer boot.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about red Timberlands and green. They don't give a crap about that, Lord.
No.
They get one pair of Timberlands and they wear them for 10 years.
Yes, and they don't keep your feet warm.
Man, nah, you gotta have the thick socks in those. You know what I mean? Yo, I just bought a pair of 40 belows. Them joints. Yeah, them joints about $500, man. Maybe, you know what I mean? They just came. Yeah, they just came in the mail yesterday. You know, see what I'm saying? How we could just talk about that, and this is what we do for their brand, for their work. But it's like, yo, it's time for y'all to give us our own strip.
It's like this. It's like
let us run that. Let us run that. At least let us run all the color Timbs.
Yeah.
Y'all don't wear those. Y'all don't wear those, man. We made y'all rich. You know who else we made rich?
Who?
Dutch Masters.
Oh. And Hennessy too.
Millionaires, man. Millionaires, bro. A Dutch Master, like, something got to be done about that. They got a place out here in Baltimore. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland right now. I love it. They got a place called Hip Hop Fish and Chicken.
Wow.
Hip Hop Fish and Chicken. Me and my man, we used to make salat all the time together. Big up, his name Born Divine. We prayed 5 times a day. When I met him, I met the brother because I wanted to learn how to just make salat. I wanted to make salat with somebody, and that's what I met the brother. But we made a company some years back called the Better Life Movement. So we was real strong in our dealings. So when I seen Hip Hop Fish and Chicken, I had to investigate that. Because what? Because hip hop started in the Bronx. So I'm like, yeah, so I'm like, yo, so me and my man go up in the store and I'm like, yo, who's hip hop in here? You know, these dudes was Albanians or something like that. I don't even know, but somebody from the third world. And I'm like, the dude, I'm like, yo, hip hop what? I'm like, yo, that's us. We hip hop.
That's
y'all,
right.
What's hip hop in here? What y'all got? Some Public Enemy shakes or something? Like, they didn't have no hip hop music playing. They didn't have no hip hop music, nothing. They just stole our name, bro. Like, Hip Hop Fish and Chicken. Now they had one. I'm like, yo, somebody gonna have to give us a check. The dude was like, yo, me and my man, and they're like, yo, you better get somebody on the phone or we bring this place down. He was like, but check it out. The dude was like, yo, my great uncles own this. My great uncles. We was like, yo, call them, man. Let them know we in here and we need in on this hip hop.
I know that's right.
Hip-hop.
Yeah.
So,
I know that's right.
of course, our attempt was unsuccessful, but they had one store. They had that. That was the first one we seen. Now check it out. This is it's funny, but it's really not, because now they got 20 of them.
Oh,
What?
Whoa!
Oh, wow!
20 of them, and guess what? The
What?
food is delicious. It's delicious. The collard greens, macaroni and cheese, they shrimp, all kind of stuff, cake, lemonade, everything, man.
Oh, but you know what? You know what? I just heard today that on City Island, it is one guy, the first black owner of his own seafood spot on City Island. He just cut the ribbon. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, man. We need more, man. I mean, we need 20 of those in City Island then.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need 20 of them out there, and 20 of them out here. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like that like Kanye, he talks about how he's a billionaire, Jay-Z's a billionaire, and it's like, yo, if y'all conscious the way y'all carry yourself in the public eye, then y'all should consider these things with a deep passion.
Absolutely.
Because it's not about just flexing your gangster around and fighting for a cause. It's for building something that's for a cause.
Yes.
That we could always say, oh, we now have partial ownership in the world.
Yes. Yes.
Because we can establish our own reparations.
Exactly.
But we need these kind of, stepping stones for us. And I think a black mall is definitely one of them, man. Like, imagine just going in there and you know how hard it is to find the things that we like. Like I said, we got to go to a lot of places that's now today. There's no Albee Square Mall no more. Like, things has been gentrified and watered down, and now we got to do everything in order online. I know that's the new wave, but man, we need to establish our own wave too, because we still like to get out and go shopping. We not house people. We've been oppressed for so long. We stay out. We break day niggas, man.
Let me add on to that. Let me add on. One Mississippi is like this. Look, banks, farmland, and hospitals. Those are like necessities that help create a level of self-sufficiency amongst our people, and of course the commerce as well. The thing right now is I'm throwing this like a dart all the way coming from Nigeria that just went a little past. What's the other part of it was Nigeria? What other part of Africa he's from? Mali? Yeah, it slap boxed a little and went into Mali and came out of Nigeria, right?
Cap, you muted. You muted.
Yeah. But watch this. Look.
Okay.
This is the thing, Cap. This is process this too. What's one of the handicaps that we got, is that we don't invest or master technology. Because when you look at the history of how different nations conquered other countries or expand, is because they had some different degree of technology or some new tool or what you call that was able to take advantage, whether it was a gun, whether this, whatever that. Even right now, you got nuclear, this, right now, we talking about the metaverse right now. You know what I mean? People want to be making artificial, what's the word I'm using? Like,
artificial intelligence, AI.
Yeah, the AI, and it's like people right now, it's like the whole commerce and everything is going to the metaverse, because right now we gotta look at our kids came up on these computerized phones and all this other stuff like that. So we're gonna have the senior citizen hats on when we start looking at, like our kids that's like powering up, you know what I mean? Like knowledge siphoning down, 10 and down. you know, we're gonna have like the great senior citizens hats on, because their whole world is gonna be revolved around technology. To see with us, and even like in Africa, like we saw about Africa right now, Africa can't compete in on the global scale. We have resources that people could bully us with, but the technology, we limited from, don't get me wrong, Apple, China, everybody's in there with technology.
We're not limited. We're not limited, Lord. We oppressed.
Yeah, no,
We oppressed. We created, the black man created the first heart transplant. They make movies about all of the things that we created that was stolen from us. All of the science.
That's what I'm getting to. I'm agreeing with you on that. I'm saying, though we have the mastermind of the science and stuff like that, like China is in Africa, all these other countries is in Africa building tech companies and all this other stuff, but they're building tech companies. We're giving them ideas. They're taking a copyright and patenting our ideas, whereas we can't take our ideas and implement it to give us a cutting edge as a people to be self-sufficient on our own stage. If in case somebody wanted to come and kind of like
suppression, Lord, that's suppression.
Yeah,
that's suppression because we have these kind of things. We just don't have the ownership and the land to build it on. That's what the whole Science of the Million Man March was about. Farrakhan went to see Gaddafi, and Gaddafi was gonna join the Indians. He was gonna join the Indians, and we was gonna take back the majority of the land. He was gonna buy that and back it with the deeds from the Indians, but the Indians didn't want to do it. I met a lot of the Indians from the main what they call them, reservations. Warrior Woman, Chief Ernie Longwalker, Lightfoot, all of them dudes, man, from the Lakota tribe all the way down to the Cherokee. You know, Papa Wu, his grandfather and them was Indian. They, like Old Dirty said, they really owned Manhattan. I seen the pictures of his grandfather in Manhattan where he was. Yo, G, like they took a lot. They took a lot from us. They didn't honor the deeds. They didn't honor the deals that we were supposed to do, Lord, and they keep us out of that social equality. So we're not able. I mean, you know, the first black woman put them dudes, made the GPS.
Yeah.
It showed them dudes how to get up in space and all of that. They just given her award at 86.
Yeah. About it, man.
But no, we chewing the same gum on that. I'm saying, what I'm saying is this: is that with the supreme intelligence that we got and ingenuity that we come up with, stuff like that, we can't, like you said, they taking it, they oppressing it. My point is, we can't. Right now, we are in a space where it's like when you talk about the fashion and the clothes, the shopping. Right now, we don't really depend on too many European designers like it was before. Right now, cats is making their own. Right. My man's yo, I can go to Brooklyn right now. All my cats I know in Brooklyn, they got their own designs, they got their own everything. Look at Pebbley. Pebbley's like the black. What's the lady name? The white lady.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, Martha Stewart with anyway, I'm gonna stop giving you your props. You like the black.
Yo, Cap. Yo, Cap. I'm doing that DJ headphones. These are the DJ headphones.
Yeah.
I'm blinging them out, and I'm blinging out the sneakers. I am not playing any games.
Hey, that's how we do it, man. That's what I'm saying.
What she's saying, going back to what we talking about, is that we coming up with these inventions, all this other stuff like that. But I'm saying it's like they're getting bullied from us. You know what I mean? Because like I said earlier, we still in Africa right now. We don't got no fighter planes. You know what I mean? We don't got no nuclear weapons. You know, I'm just giving you an example.
That's not what we build, God.
No, I get that.
That's not what we build. That ain't even our culture.
But I'm saying, like,
our culture is based upon spirituality.
But while we here, That's what they use it to rule.
We don't make weapons of mass destruction. We not those people, Lord. We build instruments and things that, you know, cultivate the earth. That's our true nature.
Right.
You know, that's what mystifies them. You ever see a dude go on be on the train playing the fucking with a comb, Lord, a comb that you comb your hair with.
Yes, yes.
Playing the shit like a fucking piano. like, yo, what the hell, G?
Yes. Very talented.
Niggas got a bucket and a bottle out there, and you had to stop. You like, yo, what the hell? This nigga on the bucket got 9 sounds coming out of a bucket.
Yes, yes.
Why is he doing that? Then he got the bottle, ching, ching. He hit it up high or hit it down low, and you be like, oh shit, what is he using? A pencil.
A pencil. Yes, a pencil.
Oh God, they can't do that. They can't do that, Lord. That's homegrown talent, Lord.
Yes.
They still don't know how we do the things that we do. Like, we are people, Lord, that been getting oppressed and mashed down for years and still coming up. It's like we the real phoenix. We came up out of the ashes, Lord, and still entertaining the masses.
Still at the ashes, still entertaining the masses.
Let me tell you something.
We from the same place, Lord. We from Killer Hill. But we've been all over the world. We ain't get that we ain't get no free pass.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yo, I still marvel on that. I'm like, yo, I thought I was gonna die, man. I thought jail. I done been to jail so many times, and just the conditions that we grow up in. When I used to go to PS13 as a young kid in the like 2nd grade, and I used to go under the trestle in Rosebank. The shit used to say KKK, kill all niggas.
Yeah. Rosebank.
Yo, white people never had to experience that kind of trauma, Lord. We, as a black people, we still don't have a word to define a white person like the word nigga would define us.
Yeah.
We ain't never, cracker ain't good enough.
Yeah.
I think Elijah Muhammad came when he said devils. That was they was shaking like Elvis when he said, "You call us devils? I don't want to be a tiger."
And I like that. And I like that, man. And that's the same name that I would have to use today to describe the condition that they left us in. It's like, it's one thing to, help somebody out, but it's another thing to leave them in a condition and then try to tell them, do for yourself, with no kind of, orchestrated utensils for us to utilize to become self-sufficient and independent.
Hey, Cap, real quick. Yo, now, when you know what I know, everybody here knows, like these big concerts, I'm talking about like the Drake, everybody that's doing these concerts, the audience is, what percentage is the audience?
So the audience is 80%.
He talking about Caucasian.
The clear people.
The clear people. Now on the Caucasian and our arena, that still would be the same, 80%. We only getting 20% in our culture. Because, first of all, they look at us as the OGs.
Thank you, James.
They look at us as the OGs, so sometimes that also back them up. But the thing about the loyal Caucasian fans is they with you to the end.
That's right.
See, they fight to the end. Our people only with you when you the man.
When you the man. You the man.
That reminds me, hey, Peb, Wu came to, when I was living in the Poconos, They came to the Poconos one day, man. They performed at the theater up there, man.
What?
It was 10% black people in there, man.
You gotta be kidding me.
And white people. I was like, what the hell?
Wow.
Mimicking every word they said on stage, man. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but they was just mimicking every word. That's what I'm saying. That's how powerful.
No, let me tell you. I was at a restaurant. I was in Chicago, and this white girl, clear person, she had on a sweatshirt with the Wu logo. So I just wanted to know. I was like, what that logo mean? She goes, huh? I said, what that logo mean? So she goes, it's Wu-Tang. And I said, okay, what about Wu-Tang? She goes, oh, no, I love Wu-Tang. I love Wu-Tang. She started giving me the people name and stuff like that. I was just looking at her like, okay.
Yo, you know something I just realized by you saying that, Steve?
Uh-huh.
Is that our truth and what we sing, and this is what I was talking to you about the other day, how your music, your love ballads is beyond the hands of time, because it's never gonna go out. Like the truth stands alone, and it's these truths that we laid down the foundation for in our music that set us free. And gave us the ability to be free and to travel the world the way we do, man.
Yeah.
So that's a definite definition of the truth will set you free.
Mm-hmm.
See, so it's not more or less the work we did and the fights that and the struggles and the riots and the marches. It was our truth, the truth that we speak, that the word became the flesh. And now that we are the truth and we carry this truth, so when people see it, and more or less the people who has afflicted us, when they see it, they gravitate the most towards us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To whereas when we amongst our own people, it's like, oh, y'all living a lie because y'all acting like the truth that set us free is not what we need to focus on, but we should focus on the bitter fruit that keep us trapped inside the ghetto.
Woo.
That real nigga shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't real. It ain't real no more, man.
Yeah.
That ain't real.
Right.
What's real is coming together. If like I told my brothers, man, look, rap made us who we are today. Rap made us who we are today. So why not continue to mimic that? You can't stop rap. If that's the foundation and the fundamentals that made us who we are. Do it. How they said in the book, it says, then do it more abundantly then. And get more.
And get more.
Get more. And keep going till you can't no more. Then you can retire. Then you can make the right investments. And don't forget where you come from. By me saying that, I'm saying that who's the next Force MDs? See, y'all gotta breed that in which you knew manifested wealth and health at that time. Do it again. That's why we gotta become the labels now. Now we gotta be that label and be able to bring the new generation out, because they coming out anyway. But who they coming out with is the thing.
Is the thing. Right. That's right.
Yeah. They need to come out under our regime. You can make them just like you.
Yeah, you got it, and you know what, you got to really, you know, and you already know this, you know, because, you know, being in the industry, traveling around, and, you know, coming from where you come from, and you know, people in your hood, you know, like I said, prophet is not a prophet in his own, you know what I mean? his own surrounding. You know what I mean? So it's like, in other words, even though home is home, people gonna look at you in a certain way. But what you're saying is like, at the end of the day, you gotta you have to cultivate and build the right follow up. That's the word I'm saying. Follow up to pass the torch to. Because they can be family, but they gotta be able to follow. They gotta be able to pass the torch.
Right.
A lot of even family get lost in the give and shuffle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And don't understand. You know what I mean? The abundance that's really out here. Because what you were saying earlier about the truth. You know what I mean? It was through the truth that the abundance was opened up by you being true to the truth. It's a surah in the Quran called Suratul Kawthar, right?
Mm-hmm.
It said, Ina atoinakel kauta, fosalili rabika winhart, Ina shani akel huel avatar. It says, surely we have given you the abundance, but those who are evil and bitter will be cut off. So
you
it's
know
like,
what, Carlo?
huh?
You know what, Carlo? The way that you just spoke like that was amazing. That was amazing. You should talk like that all the time.
That's beautiful. That was beautiful, Lord. All praises due to Allah. That was beautiful.
You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like even though the abundance is open, like I said, it got to be those that got the righteous seed in them that can really carry the torch. Because like I said, it's at the end of the day, they got to be acceptable to the truth, man. Because right now, what's going on, in the world right now, is easy to get soaked up and get lost in the give and shuffle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That was beautiful, Lord. That sounded like music right there, man. I'm
right? I was like,
stuck. I'm stuck on that one. Yeah.
Carlo, you thought I was trying to be funny. I was telling the truth.
And you see, you see what it brings out. You see what the truth bring out. It bring out the beautiness of Allah, man. It's bounty, and that's why we have an obligation to pass that torch, man. We got an obligation to reach out and get the ones that are seeking. Like we could do teaching, but it's better to embrace the ones that's seeking, because these is the ones that's hungry.
Yes,
they hungry. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Allah said in the word, it says, seeking ye shall find.
That's right.
Knocking this shall, you know what I mean? Asking this shall be given. Right. So these is the ones when they come like that, this is how we're going to be able to identify them.
Yeah.
See, we don't gotta go looking. Remember what I said when we got on? We came looking for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We came looking for y'all to do this. You know what I mean? So that's the power right there, and we established it.
Yeah.
We established it, but now we got to put our real faces on it. I don't know who convinced us to do a cartoon, because that goes right back to the fascists that we was fashioned in when they was trying to steal and take our identity and dilute and tamper with it.
Yes.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no cartoon. Matter of fact, who said that in one of their rhymes? Ghostface, this ain't no white cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we the true and living. Hey, you need to see that face, man, and embrace it.
Hey, let me say this. We got to wrap it up. People ask, like, yo, what are you doing now? They saying, what's going on with Wu-Tang, and what are you doing now? That's what people asking us to ask you.
Right now, man, I'm out here. I built a company called God Love Family.
Nice.
God Love Family, it's more or less the message, but I turned it into a clothing line, and I do all my work through this same entity. The message is, put God first in everything you do, and everything else shall be added on to you.
Yep, that's right.
And without love, it's hard to establish your relationship with God, and the family sticking together is what give you the power and benefits of the all in all, man. And with these 3 principles in your life, you're going to always win. You're going to always come out on top. It's God, love, family. Like I said, I got the clothing line. I do all my business. I'm still working on music. I got an album coming out March 11th called Slow Motion. You know,
Nice.
you know our old slogan, slow motion is better than no motion.
There you go.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sometimes you gotta, you know, they got a thing called order operations, man. And sometimes you gotta put your best foot first, man, before your body.
Well, I
Step
would like
into
to
your
say,
blessings, man.
Step
I would
into
like to say, I think that is amazing. You know, you gave a lot of insight of who you really are because I didn't really know that other side of you, and I'm very proud of you. So let me just
Thank
say
you.
that.
Thank you,
Um,
Queen.
Also, I got my chaplain badge. I am Dr. Chaplain Minister Beverly
Nice.
Hook. Yes.
Beautiful.
So,
Beautiful. God is
so
good.
We're not
God is
overcharged.
good.
We're not overcharging nobody, family.
God is good.
Yeah,
So listen, we got the Wu-Tang tour coming up in June with
right.
Nas. It's called the State of New York, the State of New York tour. The
Wow.
New York State of Mind tour. Yeah. That's with Wu-Tang and Nas. It starts in June. And April, we got a solo show with the Clan out in Mexico. You could check that for more information online.
Wow.
You got the Park Hill clothing. You got the GLF clothing. I'll be out in Massachusetts, in Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm dropping a strand called Cappuccino, a marijuana strand. You know, it's good for meditation. It's good for arthritis, back pains, leg
Woo!
pains. You know what I'm saying? Everything is done in moderation.
Yes.
You know, don't take too much of anything. Too much of anything is not good for you.
It's not good for you, right?
And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Constantly adding on to life, taking care of my children, paying my child support on a monthly basis. Sometimes I fall behind, sometimes I fall behind, but I'm diligent in my duty. And Wu-Tang is always for the children.
Oh
That was
man,
your
yes.
Yo,
That's
Cat,
beautiful. That's
Cat,
beautiful.
one OG to another, man. Yo, good looking, man. You know, coming on the show, man, and you're showing us love, man. You know,
Yes.
me and you had a good conversation before this. We chopped it up, man. You kept your promise, man. You know, that's why I know you the real deal. You the truth, baby. And I
And
appreciate
thank you all, man. Thank you all for having me, man. Salute to y'all, man. I love y'all,
Love you
man.
too,
Love
And
bro.
you too.
continue to keep doing this good work and spreading that message, man. We all we got.
that's right.
That's right.
Salute.
That's
Peace,
right.
good brother.
Peace
Peace.
and
All
love.
right, peace.
All right.
Yo,